Hello. Now I show you something really special. It is a bunker. It's a hidden place. It's a bunker. UN secretary had been here, and it's denied, and January is judged with the judgment if there ever would be an opening, and it will be reported to UN, and it will be proved. There will be a new judgment. But I show you how it looks today. So this is a regular living house today, but here had been a bunker. So show you. And this is the room I rented up to the end of that month. And they did not tell me anything, like I need to hold a diet. When I get mental problems, I immediately can call the owner that maybe they can help me for a few nights with another room or sticking together. And here, the UN secretary had been inside, and generally on the building nothing remains that he had been a bunker. So he is still a bunker beneath my room. And they covered the entrance with costly floor. And I don't know which kind of chemicals I probably could have used to open the ground, so I never would do. But he had been a bunker. So the UN secretary had been here because several deliveries of Zyklon B came to this address, and they visited the family who is host of and owner of the house to prove the case and to do research on the case, because Zyklon B vanished here and a lot. So this is my room. And sometimes, so they are fooling me. They are anyway friendly, but they are fooling me. So, and they are lying a lot. I pay here for that room and that bath in a cellar with Zyklon B contamination, and they did not tell me something, 350 euros for without heating and energy and anything. I need to clean the basement floor. So, and you cannot imagine that he had been a true bunker. And in the Second World War ending and the winning and defeating of Hitler, they punched inside barrels of Zyklon B. And here, this is an Arctic warmer. So you can imagine why here is an Arctic warmer. Yeah, when I put it on 4, it is burning. Why? And now in summer times it is getting freezing cold here, and I think because of a rinsing of water in the bunker, and the Zyklon B is getting active. In winter I had not that problem, but in summer I still need to use the warming machine because I get bone pain because of coldness. And they did not tell me a word. And additionally, guess what they do. I think they are forced by government not to sell the house, because otherwise they need to give information to a third party about the bunker, and that they want to deny. This is why they are forced to keep the house. And because they are forced to keep the house, they do something more tricky. They do cocaine. And because of the abuse to do cocaine in this house, I cannot fully use my bathroom and my water pipelines because it is outraging, ugly, smelling, and it's toxic. It's destroying my skin. With I don't care. I have here acid in my flat. And this is how they all do. This all Nazi descendants from Mengele who had been in South America. They abuse and they punch the right to the frontier in unforgivable ways to people who have disadvantages on and become offended of their crimes. So I rent and I pay a fair price. It is only one room in a cellar, 350 euros, my God. And this is something out of rage. But I want to report to you and I truly show you how this room is looking today. And I think it's a bit upsetting because nothing, really nothing remains. Nothing. There's nothing. There's no letters, no stone to remember, no information, not a word. So, and here is the entrance. And the owner, if I do a little complaint, he's starting to jack me. He's telling to me like in slanderous words, maybe I'm a bit crazy, and he starts to talk slanderous to me. Like, like I would have no rights, like I would be a human third class. So, and I think this is really topsy-turvy like it should be. I am a peaceful person. I'm a costumer and I pay 350 euros. And I pay it to Nazi descendants because my ownership of my grounds is hardly and widely denied in unforgivable threats. And they give to me a room. Within it is a covered entrance to a bunker, and in the bunker had been punched barrels of Zyklon B. And they did not tell me a word. And instead of keeping it really with a lot of responsibility to all the people who need a room maybe and rent it, or to the humanity, they abuse the situation and synthesize cocaine in the house and blackmail the government. If they do not have money, they need to sell the house and then they need to tell somebody, and because of they need some money, they need to do cocaine. And this I need to pay for 350 euros for a little room in a cellar. And I think it's outraging and not fair. It is topsy-turvy of the situation, and it is not in law. And this is situations in Germany. This situation is not the most bad situation you can find here. But it is not fair and so out of rage, so out of law. So I'm standing here. I'm standing above the entrance of a bunker, and beneath my feet are barrels of Zyklon B, and nobody told me. And here, an Arctic warming machine. This is what can help me. But if I don't know, if I'm 18 years old and I don't know, nobody told me. And the last guy who lived here, he had been from an exotic country and he was driving insane, and they did not tell him. They brought him to psychiatry and gave him a responsibility. They broke his right, and believe me, they start to talk to everybody like that. Above me, the old woman is living, and some women from Polish come here and take care for her. And she is having a good life, and the son is talking to the Polish woman like that. When they have a complainant and they start to complain to him, he is telling to them, oh, maybe I think you're a bit of psychological problem. And this is really not fair. This is so unfriendly. So, and in the house are living only family members and a marriage of the son, the woman from Poland to take care for the grandmother, and me. So it could be a bit more cozy to each other, but they do not.